The last imperial Easter egg commissioned by Tsar Nicholas II for his wife Alexandra was the constellation egg of 1917. The constellation egg of 1917 stands out among Fabergé's imperial eggs due to its unfinished nature and the recent identification of its parts in Moscow. According to Franz Beerbaum, Fabergé's workshop manager, the egg was conceived as a clock in the form of a celestial globe of dark blue glass encircled by a rotating dial, held above billowing rock crystal clouds surmounted by silver cherubs, the whole supported on a nephrite pedestal. The globe was to be decorated with a diamond-studded engraving of the constellations under which Tsarevich Alexei was born. Work began on the egg, but revolution and war overtook its production, and it was never completed. In 2001, its unfinished clouds and globe were uncovered in the collection of the Fersman Mineralogical Museum in Moscow, where Fabergé's second son, Agathon, left them in 1925. Tatiana Muntien rightly concluded that because the egg is unfinished, it has become a symbol of the fall of the Russian monarchy. The egg was a defiant declaration, in the face of revolution, of love's indifference to time and circumstance. The Karelian birch egg, also known as the birch egg, is a Fabergé egg, one of 2 Easter eggs made under the supervision of Peter Karl Fabergé in 1917 for the last Tsar of Russia, Nicholas II. It was the second to last Fabergé egg made before Constellation. The Karelian birch egg was considered lost until 2001, when the Moscow collector, Alexander Ivanov, purchased it for his Russian National Museum. The birch egg was created in 1917, and was due to be completed and delivered to the Tsar that Easter as a present for his mother, the Empress Maria. However, before the egg was delivered, the February Revolution occurred, and Tsar Nicholas II was forced to abdicate on March 15. On April 25, Fabergé sent the Tsar an invoice for the egg, addressing Nicholas II not as the Tsar of all the Russians, but as Mr. Romanov. Nicholas paid 12,500 rubles, and the egg was sent to his brother Grand Duke Michael at his palace for presentation to the Empress, but the Duke fled before it arrived. The egg remained in the palace until it was looted in the wake of the October Revolution later that year. After the October Revolution, the egg was acquired by the Rumiantsev Museum in Moscow. It disappeared once again after the museum closed in January 1927 and was presumed lost. In 1999, Fabergé's great-granddaughter Tatiana published drawings of the designs for the birch and constellation eggs, but it was assumed that they were both incomplete. The birch egg publicly reappeared in 2001 when a private collector from the United Kingdom, the descendant of Russian immigrants, sold it to Alexander Ivanov, the Moscow collector who owns the Fabergé Museum in Baden-Baden. The complete purchase, which cost the museum millions, consisted of the egg itself, the case, the wind-up key for the surprise Fabergé's original invoice to Tsar Nicholas II, and a letter from Fabergé to Alexander Kerensky complaining about not being paid and asking that the egg be delivered. The surprise itself was not in the collector's possession and was likely stolen by soldiers during the October Revolution. It is worth noting that the Grand Duke Vladimir Alexandrovich, brother of Tsar Alexander III, acted as advisor regarding the very first egg, presented to Dowager Empress Maria in 1885, and the last egg meant for her, the Karelian birch egg, 32 years later.